Shalom, salam. So I wonder if they'll ever see this video. I am not sure, but I will first like to start the video with First Peter 3. Oh, so was it First Peter chapter 3, verse 15. So First Peter says, "But in your Lord's hearts revere as Christ as Lord. Always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give a reason for the hope that you have, with gentleness and respect." So you're gonna try to be respectful, right? So polemics is respectful because it uses satire and other forms of communications. So, but there is a boundary. So I understand that certain Christian apologists use this to basically have a wake-up call to their opponent's position. But with the recent developments, not even recent, it's been more than 100 years, but the recent academic focus of the Islamic historical narrative, rather, the academia calls it the Islamic revisionist narrative, we have to look at it's necessary for us to look at how our Middle Eastern brethren in Christ look at this Islam through their lens, right? Or the Oriental Orthodox influence. It's not that they can't do it, because majority of the expose of the Christian churches has been through West lens, and even the Western lens is very, very diverse. While it may seem it's not, um, the recent theological developments from the past 500 years has given rise to various churches that might have a correct understanding of the Christ through an Oriental Orthodox lens, thus a development becoming too Judaic for the liking of many Protestant, evangelical, or Catholic churches, even the Eastern Orthodox, right? So understanding the Judaic sources is a trivial matter for all Christian apologetics and polemicists. So, yes, I'm kind of trying to make my words more clear now rather than use academic language or try to keep myself neutral. But this is a specific group of people that have dealt with Islamic apologetics. Sorry, Islamic dawah groups. Right? So, who am I talking to? If they ever see this video, I'm talking to David Wood, right, whose friend was Nabil Qureshi, who was a member of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community. Malcolm Malone, Sam Moon, Robert Spencer. Like, these people understand a lens that a lot of us to the West do not have if they look at the similarities. There might be a bias, but starting to look more at the Judaic sources and understanding the sources will help us better understand which parts of Islamic dogma are obvious fabrications and which of them have been brought from both Judaic and Oriental Orthodox groups through the Islamic revisionist lens. A lot of people like various channels I would like to point out. Mukadima, Hikmah History. I may be wrong. It's been a while since I've YouTube like that. These generals may look at Patricia Crone's book to make it seem that that was the first glance, but no, 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 no. Patricia Crone was for sure influential, but we had preachers in places such as in Iran and Iraq and the Levant discussing these matters. So one such person I would like to bring to the attention that always existed, well, that was there from the beginning, was what's his name? Uh, Sir William Ambrose Shedd. Might be wrong. By William Ambrose Shedd, right? He is a minister of the American Presbyterian Church that was present during the early 1900s, during the early 1900s. And his most influential work for his time was to examine the Oriental churches, their historical relations. So this is a great help, but how do we look at the Judaic sources? And it's simply by asking trained officials, trained Judaic rabbinic people. You can go to college to yeshivas. Some of these people may know what you're talking about, but they do have a focus, right? So some people may focus on dietary issues. Some people may focus on matrimonial issues. We need to look for the people that their focus may be languages, not only languages, but sociology and world cultures, world religions, people that are more open minded, and even mathematics. This is just a quick, message. If they ever see it, I'm not sure. For the younger Christian apologetics missionaries, like they're doing what they believe. There is nothing wrong with what they're doing, so-called ministry, such as I am consider for the owner. But it's important that they understand not as a separate entity from Christianity, but as a extension of it, as members that got lost through the flock and the last of the Jewish Christians in guidance. They basically formed this other community. That's the short thing that I'm trying to explain or trying to bring attention to. I'm curious if any of them see it. If not, it's fine.